welcome to the Auto Club Speedway as we are getting ready for the Auto Club 400. These cars lined up on pit lane. It's a very nice and hot day out here, so this track is going to be slick and racy. We're going to see 3 and 4 wide and possibly some wrecks and maybe some cars flipping over, but that's just Auto Club. I am being joined in the booth by driver of the number 70, was it Camaro, I believe? Yeah, Camaro. And his name is James Qualls. James, thank you so much for joining me up here in the booth today.
And as hot as the day as it is here in California so far, you better be drinking a lot of water to cool you off.
Absolutely. Water, Gatorade, Powerade, whatever these drivers want to drink, stay hydrated. Keep their air conditioners on in their cars and their helmets. Keep them cool. As we're getting ready for 50 laps of exciting racing. This could come down to fuel strategy. This could come down to many different things here. Starting on the pole is Kyle Matthews in that number 09 Kings Island Chevy Camaro out of S3 Motorsports. Alongside is the 96 of Ace Garcia. Things are going to be exciting. James, why don't you tell us a little bit about the Auto Club Speedway?
Well, the Auto Club Speedway, if you don't know the shape of the track, it is shaped a lot like its sister track, Michigan Speedway, where I think it's on the schedule. I think later on in the season, and Auto Club is a little bit wider, but it's less banking on the track. 14 degrees of banking. D-shaped oval, much like Michigan. 2 miles of racetrack, just like Michigan. They're different, which causes a little bit of a speed difference too. Michigan, you go a little bit faster because the higher banking at 18 degrees compared to 14 here at Auto Club. So this track you have to drive it a little bit differently than you would at Michigan. But fuel mileage, yes, it's usually a fuel mileage track too, as it usually is too. So, but expect to see some great racing on this track.
Absolutely, I can't wait to get this thing started. Let's go down and get the command to fire the engines.
Drivers, start your engines.
Command to start the engines has been given. We are getting ready to roll off the track. Here we go. Cars rolling off the pit lane. And onto the racetrack. Oh, we have something happen in the back here. Something happened in the back. The car didn't get going or is on the apron. 96. That's Ace Garcia, our outside pole sitter. Something happened to the outside pole sitter.
Ooh.
And he is already back on the pit lane. And that's going to be a tough one. But that's also going to move the 12 of Johnny Gardner to the outside of the front row. The entire outside line has moved up 1 position. So I guess one person's misfortune are other people's fortune out there, as Ace Garcia is going to probably go about a lap down unless you can quickly figure out his issue in that number 96 machine.
Tough break for Ace Garcia because he had he had high hopes for this race too after qualifying outside pole and thought he had a shot to possibly win it.
Well, you never know, but here we come. Coming off of turn number 4, the pace car is in. You see the field of now 41 cars because Ace Garcia is on pit lane. Green flag is out. We're underway here at Auto Club.
And didn't take long for him to start fanning out, though. You saw the 10 car of William Brock there go, or no, 41 car, excuse me, of Patrick Smith go on the outside.
Yep, he went to the outside as well. It's going to be Kyle Matthews, though, who broke out into at least a decent run there. Got himself a good lead as you see the cars racing 3 wide behind him. Now that middle to upper line does get a good run off of turn 2, but the inside is kind of really where you want to be in turns 3 and 4.
Exactly, and you see Kyle Matthews kind of using that logic as he goes to the inside. And look at it, 4, 5. I think that was 5 wide. That was almost 5 wide. Come off turn 4.
Almost 5 wide as Kev Shearer in the 78 car tries to go for second, but Nathan Hudson is going to break out for that second position. At least it seems, coming off of the turn. Oh my goodness, look at these cars back here.
And if you've seen any of my series races, I think a couple seasons back at Auto Club, I had them go 6 wide through 1 and 2, and they still made it.
4 wide through turns 3 and 4. Here you would think this is a super speedway. Oh my gosh, we got a little issue. I think that. Oh my God, these cars.
5 wide off 2.
5. Oh my God. Okay, I'm already losing my breath, and it's only lap 2. Kev Shear breaks out for second. Look at this. 6 wide. I think you're going 6 wide, Qualls. They heard you.
They are going 6 wide off through 1 and 2.
Oh my goodness gracious! I don't know how. I'm pretty sure Ace Garcia now was glad he's on pit lane, and not not dealing with all of this. Seth Cole's up here. Michael Whitman. You got Charles Sanford. I see James Qualls up in there. Dylan Young, our Daytona 500 winner. Kev Shear now up at the front is battling for the lead. At least he was, but Kyle Matthews got a great run off of turn 4. Alexander Rowe back here. You look at him fighting up for second place. He's going to get a decent run off the outside of turn 2.
And no love lost between Kyle and Kev, neither. The 42 and the 78, the 09 and the 78 cars. And here's the 32, the D Burrito car of Alexander Rowe.
Absolutely. As we're getting ready to this, I can't believe this. I think these cars, if these cars have to break for pit stops and they're still racing this way, I think that's when we're going to have that wreck. I can see a wreck happening. This is the eye of the storm here, and it's going to definitely happen. Kev Shear really trying to get the lead over Kyle Matthews, but Kyle just gets a good enough run off the turn. Alexander Rowe trying here. Michael Whitman, here comes Benjamin Miles, who's in desperate need of a good run. You know, Benjamin Miles was leading at Phoenix when his engine blew up, so he's really hoping that doesn't happen again here today. Trying to get up to the front.
Yeah, but keep your eye on that 43 car though. He's trying to make a challenge. In fact, he's going to challenge for the lead right now, and Kyle Matthews to the inside.
He goes for the lead, but remember, the outside line is where the run gets, as here comes Charles Sanford in the 03. Another S3 Motorsports car. They're going to go 4 wide for fourth place.
Hate to sound like Kyle Petty, but this is incredible.
You can really get a good outside run off these corners, so it's really going to be difficult to pass. So here's another car we got to look out for back here. That's the one of Trent Dunham, the only Dodge in the Budweiser All-Pro Series field. He's moved up into the top 10 here, looking maybe for a shot in the top 5.
And he's moving up in the point standings too. If you remember, he didn't have a good speed weeks at Daytona, but he's now up to about knocking on the door of the top 10 right now, points wise.
Yeah, he's desperately in need of a good run here as he's going for second place. 4 wide. Oh wait, we have a lead change. I didn't even notice it. The 43 of Benjamin Miles has taken the lead here at Auto Club. Didn't even notice.
You said he had a good run at Phoenix, almost won the race, and have it blown up. I think he's looking for redemption.
Absolutely, looking for redemption as he's still a battle for second place between the 1 of Trent Dunham, the 92 of Cody Smart, and the 78 of Kev Shear.
And I think another thing on Trent, though, the way his car has been running the last few races, I think a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if you got other people wanting to switch to Dodge next season.
Yeah, we'll see, definitely. But these cars actually have begun to calm down a bit. They're not really running all that tremendous 3, 4, 5 wide. They're really, I've only seen 3 to 4 wide now, so they've kind of calmed down just a little bit. As we have a battle for the lead, Cody Smart, the inside of Benjamin Miles. Trent was looking to go to the outside line, but Kev Shear was there.
And they almost touched as they go down the backstretch. Now Trent decides to move to the inside, looking for the lead as he goes inside of Smart for the moment. And I think
a couple cars coming to pit lane, it looked like. Yep, we have a couple of cars coming to pit lane. Jessica Shelton,
better be careful.
Igor Barreto, Jordan Lopez, Carter Friesen, William Brock, Jay Jefferson. Oh, the 22, Cody Lamas has some damage. Must have scraped the wall.
Same with the 24 as well.
Yep, Elijah Gordon, 24 cars up there, but 96 cars back out on the track, but he's 4 laps down. As we're going to go ahead and continue watching the race lead over here. Looks like we got more cars coming down pit road.
Including the leader, Benjamin Miles.
Oh, we have an accident. Kyle Matthews is spun. I can't seem to get to him. Did that bring out the caution, though?
If it does, whoever's coming down pit road is screwed.
Is the caution out? Yes, the caution flag is out. Kyle Matthews gets spun. I don't know if he was trying to go for the lead or maybe he had to check up, but he got turned from behind. The leaders could very well take the caution flag on pit lane, and this could in turn screw up a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Guess we're just gonna have to see. Cody's. Oh no, a couple of cars stayed out. Remember, so they took the caution flag. So the 92 car will definitely be the leader once pit stops cycle back around. But the thing is gonna end up being is what's gonna happen as you see cars race around the pace car. As you see a couple of more cars come down pit lane, the 94, the 10, the 09, and others. Let's go back and quickly take a look and see at what brought at Kyle Matthews as he brought out the first caution of the day here at Auto Club. Alright, as we're looking here to see at what brought the caution out, you see Kev Shear makes a last minute dive to pit lane. Kyle Matthews just ends up getting spun out by his own teammate Charles Sanford. I have no clue why or what happened, but Charles Sanford just spun his own teammate out, and it brought the caution flag out. Okay, you hear James laughing in the background because it honestly is quite hilarious that this happened. Pretty sure that there's gonna be a talk between these two after this race to see what happened there.
And the funny thing is, those two are buddies too off the track. So yeah,
that's gonna be pretty interesting. So let's go back up for the restart and see how things are shaking up here at Auto Club. All right, we're back here at the Auto Club Speedway, getting ready for the restart. Kev Shear is the leader after these roundup pit stops. You see the 94 and the 11 ahead of Kev Shear, but they are on the tail end of the lead lap. Back here, you got the 12, Johnny Gardner in second, Michael Whitman in third, Nathan Hudson in fourth, Carson Gum fifth, Cole Deaver sixth, Cody Smart seventh, Carter Friesen in eighth, Charles Sanford in ninth, and Alfredo Faggio rounding out your top 10. As they come off of turn number 4, getting ready for the restart, it's going to seem like Jessica Shelton's going to bring them down, but really the leader is at 78. Green flag is back out. You saw the leaders duck to the outside. The 12 goes to the further outside as we're back underway here at Auto Club.
And Kev Shear knew Johnny Gardner was going to get that run to go for the lead in turn number 1, but threw the block on him.
Here he goes. Look at that 21. Nathan Hudson is going to be the one going for the lead, it looks like. Maybe Cole Deaver in that 88 car, as the rest of these cars ahead are, oh, I take that back, the 42, Michael Whitman. But here comes that 88, diving to the inside line. Oh, I thought he got sideways. Battle for the lead off of turn number 4. The 88 and the 42 car is going to lead it, and it's going to be Michael Whitman in the 42 leading that lap.
And that 94 and the 11 cars, they're going to have here. They're in a very bad spot if they want to try to get themselves back in a position to get the lucky dog.
Cole Deaver in that 88 car, looking for his first win. He's a rookie in the Budweiser All Pro Series. Nathan Hudson looking to go back to victory lane for the first time since the Season 7 Daytona 500, driving for the Wood Brothers.
And a battle between and quite a contrast in these two drivers here. Nathan Hudson from the UK and Cole Deaver, of course, one of the good old boys from Georgia.
Yep, it looks like the 10 of William Brock is leading, but right now the 10's in the greatest spot. He's basically tail end of the lead lap, hoping for a caution flag, and then him beating the leader to the line. Alfredo Faggio up here. He's in the 4th position, battling for 3rd right now. You got the 03 of Charles Sanford up here as well, and we're not even halfway done with this race.
This is unbelievable.
It really is. So many cars in this lead group here. Battling. You see Shelton back here. Shelton now a one lap down behind the leaders in this pack. As they're looking maybe to go 4 wide. Nope, maybe not. Nathan Hudson still battling it out. He's going to go to the inside of the 88 car. Hudson going to battle for the lead here at Auto Club. He's got the 42 right behind him.
That's what I was going to say. He's hoping to draft from Michael Well.
It was the 21 that led that lap up by 1/100th of a second. Now he's just going to try to keep the lead here. As he's going to switch lanes, it's going to open the inside for the 42 of Michael Whitman. And no one's quite there yet. As he cut down, but here comes the 95 of Alfredo Faggio. Probably the most Italian name in my whole series. He's got the lap car of Jay Jefferson behind him. Excuse me.
If that would have been a finish, I would have lost that. I would have lost it. Oh my gosh.
How close was it? It was 0.004 of a second.
And 15,000 from first to third.
All these cars right here. We are approaching halfway. Here comes the 20 of Emmanuel Hartnett. Oh, we have an accident.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, it's the big one here at Auto Club. Yeah, the 32 of Alexander Rowe involved. Carson Gum. We got Daniel Bouchard coming in this race last. I got Cody Lamas in the 22 and Austin LaPlante in the 48. Elijah Gordon, Kyle Langland, O'Neill Baldwin was coming to pit lane, as well as Jordan Lopez. Oh my gosh, Dylan Young, second week in a row, he was involved in some kind of wreck here with damage. And I'm not sure if the 96 one, yep, 96.
He's got back end damage.
It's like the 72, 72 is clean, as well as the 70, the 43, maybe. It looks pretty clean. Couple of cars up here as they're slowing down, trying to get in their proper position as they're getting ready to come to pit lane, as well as a couple of cars as well. Can't forget, couple of lap cars playing a factor in this. It looks like we got a couple of cars staying out.
That poor 96 car, though, that problems went from bad to worse. Remember, he had to sit on pit road for about first 4 laps in the race.
Yep, it looks like the 78 car is going to stay out, as this caution will lead us into the halfway point. But let's go back and take a look at the big wreck and see what happened to bring out the caution for the second time. Alright, we're back here at Auto Club. We're looking at this. It looks like the 4 car, Kyle Langland, just runs over the 22 as if he was trying to get to pit lane or something. The 22, Cody Lamas, gets involved here. As you see the accident, Dylan Young and the rest of the 4, see the 24 sliding, the 9 sliding in. It's just a big time accident here in turn 3, Calamity Corner, it seems. Kyle Langland involved as he just runs over the 22 car. Here's another angle of it. Full speed here. Oh, Cody had to check up, and the 4 car just wasn't ready for it. Cody Lamas had to check up, and the 4 car just wasn't ready for it. We have an on board with probably one of my favorite schemes in this whole thing, Jonathan Zorline, in that number 5. That's gotta be scary.
And he's also the only Hendrick car to make it out of this mess, too.
Let's go on board with our Daytona 500 winner, Dylan Young.
Ooh!
Big time hits for Dylan Young here. Well, we had a big accident here in turn 3. Let's go back up for the restart and see if we can finish this race. Alright, we're back here at Auto Club as we're getting ready to take the green flag to start the second half of this race, if you count it, the second half of this race. We got a bunch of cars retired out of this race. We got Carson Gunn, Dylan Young, Kyle Langland, Austin LaPlante, Alexander Rowe, Cody Lamas out. You see the 96 car is still 4 laps down, and of course we saw before with the 6 car having some kind of gearbox issue. As we're getting ready to come to the green flag, your top 10 are Anil Baldwin, Alfredo Faggio, Michael Whitman, Nathan Hudson, Charles Sanford, Emmanuel Hartnett, Shane Lake, Johnny Gardner, Carter Friesen, and Trey Wright. As the green flag is back out, we are back underway for racing in the second half of the Auto Club 400.
Trying to all get themselves into position here.
Yep. The 10 car is gone, however. 10 car broke out. He's just trying to get back onto the lead lap. As well as he's coming to pit lane. The 10 car on the apron coming to pit lane. As we're going to battle for the lead. Here we go. That 13 is a lap down, but on the very inside of the racetrack. If I could get to him, it'd be nice. It's the 20. The 20 of Emmanuel Hartnett. The 20 of Emmanuel Hartnett going to take the lead off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Emmanuel Hartnett here, but we can't count out Nathan Hudson. He's been a very strong Ford up here, as well as the 03 of Charles Sanford. And look who else has just broken into the top 10, the 1 of Trent Dunham.
Trent looking pretty strong again here, and of course Charles Sanford. You know he wants to win one in front of his home state folks.
Yep, Charles Sanford. He's got this race and next week at
Sonoma.
Sonoma. Yep. To try to get a win, as I just spilled my markers all over the floor.
The things that goes on here in this announcing booth. In the meantime, the 42 of Michael Whitman's going to take the lead, and now Trent Dunn's going to try for second position on Charles Sanford to get on the backstretch. And a 38 car of Carter Friesen, though, he's getting into it now, as well as his teammate in the 34 car from Front Row Motorsports.
Yep, they are. I don't think these cars have enough fuel to make it. We're going to probably see at least one more pit stop. But right now, as you see, Trent Dunham takes second place away. But the 03 of Charles Sanford fighting back. Trent Dunham able to drive his car. Remember, the 42 and the 1 used to be teammates. But Trent Dunham opted to take the 1 car out of Ganassi Racing and back to a Dodge. As you see, the 03 car going to dive into the inside. Charles Sanford looking for his second win of the season. He won earlier this season at Las Vegas. Look, he's trying to get his second win of the season. But right now, Michael Whitman, our Daytona 500 pole sitter, is leading the way with 21 laps to go.
And not to be outdone, you got the 94 Jessica Shelton trying to get herself in position to get the lucky dog, if a caution comes out.
It's not really the lucky dog, but she's trying to get herself back on the lead lap. I wish this game had the lucky dog feature, but unfortunately it doesn't. Shelton just trying to get back onto the lead lap after getting trapped 1 lap down when Charles Sanford spun his teammate and caused the caution. Sanford now into second place. Trent Dunham in the third. Now are we worrying about any lap cars? We got the 90 skip. We got a couple of lap cars here. Oh, now Trent's going to move to the inside of the 03 for second place. Look at him dive his car off into turn 3. Oh, a couple of cars coming to pit lane. We just talked about this. Just talked about this. Couple of cars coming to pit lane. As they come across the line, the new leader is Charles Sanford.
And you said about pit stops, you know, I don't think I don't think this is gonna be a last of the pit stops. I don't think, because I think you might see some pit stops within the last 10 laps. I think
That's
because
very true.
it seems to be pitting every 10 laps or so on this track, 10 to 15. So it's gonna come down to a nail biter here in this last half of this race.
Oh, Charles Sanford all but crowded the 20 car. 20 car had to bail out of the throttle. As the rest of these cars come down pit lane. Oh, I saw Coldever stay out as well as the 62.
See a little bit of side damage on the Deaver car.
Probably hit the wall a couple of times. No big deal. These cars now trying to get down. They're definitely gonna see them as they're gonna come down here. They're making their way down the pit lane.
55 miles an hour down pit road.
Yep. Alright, we're back here at Auto Club. Sorry about that. Just a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're back. The 62 car and the 88 car were the leaders. As here comes the one of Trent Dunham. Could he cycle back as the leader? It's very possible. Trent Dunham, he just passed the two cars on pit lane, so Trent Dunham could be cycling around as the leaders.
In fact, he will be, because he was third the last time by to come across the start-finish line.
What a statement this would be if Trent Dunham were to win this race. Trent Dunham. He is the leader of the race, but he's got company behind him. But the 5 car is definitely going to be trying to look underneath him. 38 car really kind of has nowhere to go. 5 car are going to now tuck back into line. Here comes the 38 now down to the inside. Carter Friesen. Trent Dunham leading. Carter Friesen up ahead. Look like we have some lapped cars. It's the 10 of William Brock is back onto the pit lane. The 1 of Trent Dunham, however, still leading as he's going to duck his car into the turn, staying about the middle line, which is where the run's going to be as the 5 car battles for second place.
It's going to be a battle for the lead now, 3 wide.
3 wide battle for the lead here at Auto Club.
But Zorlin ain't giving up, and it's going to let Charles Sanford in this race now. He's closing up like gangbusters here to come off the 4th turn.
Trent Dunham leading the race. We got 14 laps to go.
But the question now is what kind of havoc are the lap cars going to wreak here?
Not too sure. As you see, Trent Dunham going to get underneath the 96 car.
Oh,
And
24
underneath the 24 as well.
I thought 24 was going to try to block Trent. That would have been a smart move. And here comes Friesen for the lead.
Carter Friesen down the inside for the lead here. Charles Sanford going to be right behind him.
And don't look now, but you got
There we go.
keep going off and
Alright, we're back here. took the lead. Here comes Charles Sanford looking for the lead down the inside. Trenton on the falling back to third, possibly fourth now, as this gaggle of cars here.
And you got some new players up there in the top 10 as well. Like I see in this mix of cars, you got the 72 car of Jake Smith in this mix. You got
The 95, the 14, the 5. They're all up here.
Michael Whitman back up there in the 42 car.
Here comes the 72, Jake Smith. Jake Smith has been a decent driver all season long. Very consistent. Has had the lead a couple of times, but has ended up losing the lead right around the end of the race. He hasn't been able to close the door, as it looks like the 38 is coming to pit lane. The 38 car coming to pit lane. Pit stops happening for these drivers to try to make it to the end of the race.
Now these last 10 laps are gonna be quite I guess you might say on the edge of your seat kind of racing.
Looks like just the 38 car came down pit lane this time, as Michael Whitman takes the lead as they're going to head off into turn number 3. A couple of cars dive into the inside though. Who's coming down pit lane? Charles Sanford is going to battle for the race lead as these cars come down pit lane.
And that's he and Jake Smith for the lead for the moment.
Jake Smith for the lead. James Qualls is up here, as well as Emmanuel Hartnett. Joshua Sekuli, our points leader. But these cars should be coming down pit lane this time. Here they come. It's going to be very interesting to see who is going to come out with the race lead as these cars cycle around through their, hopefully to be their final pit stop. Can these cars get enough fuel to make it to the end? That's what's going to be the key. Is there going to be any two-tire strategies? Charles Sanford almost hit the 72, but they were pitted one in front of another.
Let's remember the leader, Carter Friesen. He pitted on lap 40. He pitted on the 40th lap of this race, though. So it's going to be a question of how many laps is he going to get compared to all the ones who pitted later.
Carl Sanford, 2 tires and fuel. 2 tires and fuel. Qualls looks like he's going to beat out the 03 car. As we're going to go back out on the track, there's the 9, and here comes the rest of them. Who is going
I don't think I'm going to beat out the 03. I don't think I am.
Who's going to be the race leader?
Yeah, he beat me out. Told ya.
It could very well be the 72 of Jake Smith. Nope, the 34 car is going to get around. I don't know. We're definitely going to have to wait and see. This is going to be hell of strategy for the 34 of Trey Wright. If he is able to pull this off with 6 laps to go, the leader is the 62, they're saying. Where is the 62 machine? Oh, there he goes, right there.
See, I think Trey Wright is going to be your leader.
Yep, Trey Wright is going to cycle around for the lead this time by, as he had passed the 62 car. I guess the question is going to remain is if these cars have enough fuel to make it to the very end.
And it may just be those 4 cars that decide the whole thing.
It could very well be. The 34 car has the lead. Alfredo Faggio in the second. He might be going for the lead, but that's just going to bring the 14 of Andrew Davis up here, as well as the 72 5 laps to go here at Auto Club, and it's a 4-car breakaway for the race lead. As here comes the 14 all the way down to the inside.
We ain't talking about Andrew Davis all day long, and look at him right now, maybe possibly going for the win.
Andrew Davis battling for the race lead as they head off into turn number 3 and 4. Coming to 4 laps to go. Andrew Davis takes the lead. He's got the 95 and the 34 pushing on the outside line together. Drafting does come into play here. Battling for the lead, but the 14 will take the lead through 1 and 2 with 4 laps to go.
2 Chevys against 2 Fords here, and for the fans here at Auto Club, it's brand loyalty. Who do they want to see win it?
Stuart Haas Racing has not been to victory lane at all this season. But here comes the 34 back to the inside. He's got a lot of the drafting help. .34 car back to the inside, Trey Wright. These cars could swap the lead many different times. 3 laps to go. The 14 car, don't even write him out yet. As you see the 95 of Alfredo Faggio battling for the lead.
As long as the 14 can stay in the draft, though, with the 72 car, he'll be staying in the contention.
Oh, he will. Trust me. As you see, he's already going to the inside of the 72. Off of turn 4, they're coming to 2 laps to go. Battling for the lead is the 95 and 34.
Now that these cars have enough fuel to make it to the end, though.
That's going to be the big question as we look back in the back of the pack. Here, we got a battle for it right here. Trent Dunham working on the 38 machine. 2 laps to go. I don't think those lap cars are going to play a factor. The 95 car still battling for the lead. I think the 95 is going to clear the 34 this time off the corner. As here comes the 4. We got the white flag. 1 lap to go here at Auto Club.
Who's going to make it? Who's not going to make it in this last lap?
The 14 traveling, trying so hard to get out there. But the 14 is losing distance. Here comes the 34, Trey Wright to the inside of the 95.
Oh, here he comes.
Here he comes. He dives it off into turn 4. He is going to clear Alfredo as he comes off of turn number 4. And in a last lap move, Trey Wright is going to win the Auto Club 400.
I
cannot believe that.
What a fine drive by Trey Wright, though. He knew what he needed to do on that last lap, though, on the 95 car. And I tell you, that 34 car, I think that was the strongest car those last 10 laps, though, because I think he was just kind of feeling everybody, just kind of like feeling those other 3 cars out, and then just knew what he had to do.
His pit crew definitely won him this race. As we look back in the back here, definitely won him his race. Back here at Auto Club Speedway, the winner of the race, Trey Wright, doing his donuts here at Auto Club. Oh, he's definitely got to be excited. He's first ever career win for Trey Wright, and he's celebrating here. Hey, at Auto Club. And there he goes, pulling in the victory lane. Let's go get the results. Here is the official race results. I'm going to export these so I don't forget to do it this time.
We've all done it a few times.
Yep. Trey Wright, Alfredo Faggio, great battle for the lead and the win here. Andrew Davis and Jake Smith, great top 5s for them. Carter Friesen able to hold off Trent Dunham for 5th, and Trent himself finishes 6th. Charles Sand for 7th, Michael Whitman 8th, Joshua Sekuli 9th, and James Qualls rounds out where he originally started this race in 10th position.
Nothing gained, nothing lost, I guess.
James, Shane Lake 11th, Kev Shear 12th, Jordan Lopez 13th, Jonathan Zorline in 14th place. I'm tempted to see Kyle Matthews. He ends up finishing 27th, and that's a lot having to do with fuel strategy most likely, and the fact that he did get spun out by his own teammate. And that's gonna definitely be something to write about. As you see where the rest of your as you see where you finished here, this has been a hell of a race here at Auto Club. I can't wait for the next one. James, thank you so much for joining me. It's gonna be one heck of a race as these cars now make the trek down to Northern California to the Infineon Raceway. It's gonna be great road course racing under the lights.
Should be interesting to see how they do on that road course. Coming back from a race like this. But yeah, if they put on if Sonoma's any indication of what, if this is any indication of it, we should have a great round over the twisty turny course in Sonoma.
Absolutely, it's gonna be fun. Thank you so much for joining me, James Pauls. I am Michael Norman, the voice of the Budweiser All Pro Series. And as you see your official finishing results here, the point standings will be coming up after the video. This has been a production of the NNSCRA, offline racing at its best. And until we meet again.